Ptew! Laser fight! Hello my friends and welcome to the video. I don't know if I should just come up with a community name. I'm so close to 400. I was there briefly a few days ago. I was at 400 and that felt good. I'm trying to get back, but it seems like a good size to come up with a community name of like what I call the people who watch these videos. So far all I've got is the masses of the unsuspecting public or those fools at the academy. And neither of those is great. So we'll stick with hello my friends for now. Today's video is part of the Art Addicts Alliance April theme, and this time I had the choice between two options. I could either go with song lyrics or retro. And my first thought was song lyrics, because I love drawing this fantasy stuff, all the cool elements coming together, the character design, and on top of loving to draw all that stuff, I love listening to Glory Hammer. And I tried that one, and it just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It was supposed to be like the big movie poster thing with like a disembodied face of Sargothrax looking down angrily as Angus McFife rides the cosmic steed away from the burning ruins of Dundee, and it looked so cartoonish and amateur, I could not put that on this channel. Especially on a video like the Art Addicts Alliance videos where I get a little more traction on these videos. There's just more viewership here. So I went a different direction. What I can do, I'm getting there, character art. And so for retro, I was thinking, well, what would work for retro? Well, at the moment, right now, I'm actually working on a webcomic called USS Undertaking. And it's already got that like Star Trek kind of feel to it. It's meant to kind of parody that genre of science fiction. And the whole thing is basically, they're looking back on the far distant future, what we would consider the far distant future, the age of starships and exploration and exploring strange new worlds. For the characters in USS Undertaking, that is the past. They look back on that fondly, and the comic focuses on the work lives of the people who work at the Living History Museum for the age of galactic exploration. And so it gets a little bit wild and out of hand because these are people just kind of working basically summer jobs, but dealing with actual threats that have threatened starships in the past. So it comes together in a way that I think is a lot of fun. This is not the definite character art. This is kind of a mashup of character art from that series with more of a retro vibe. I wanted to go more towards like the 70s, kind of the crazy, like what were they thinking sci-fi design with like, you know, mini skirts and giant weird donuts on all of the pistols for some reason. And so this is kind of a mashup of 70s aesthetic with my character from the series Glysoria. Also, good news! As I was experimenting with brushes for this, I found a soft brush that works better and kind of works like the brushes I couldn't find again after I switched from Krita to Clip Studio Pro. And so having that brush, I think, is going to help me figure out some more painterly design techniques, which I'm looking forward to. I've been wanting to do that. For now, though, we've just got her in sort of the, as best as I could remember from memory, kind of the Vacuum Flowers cover slash the Planet of the Apes poster that was in Andy Dufresne's cell, like that heroine of sci-fi pose, right? It's splayed legs, arms kind of out in a weird way. It's a very strange and unnatural pose, but it's very much a retro sci-fi pose at the same time, so I ran with it. So, with all the pieces there, and I also want to say, more or less, these are going to be Glysoria's canonical colors. I don't know about the uniform colors, but bluish eyes with a yellow glow behind them, yellow crystal, blue skin, reddish hair. I'm going to tweak these probably a little bit and figure out if I want them more saturated, less saturated, any of that. But in general, these are the colors I imagine every time I'm drawing Glysoria. So if you've been reading the comic, here's broadly the canonical look. So hopefully that's a fun little tidbit if you've been looking at the comic at all. If you haven't, I'd encourage you to go check it out. And I'm not just saying that because well, I kind of am just saying it because I'm doing it, but by the same token, that one's actually getting a lot more traction than comic attempts I've made in the past. So I do think that there's some argument to be made that what I'm putting out there is entertaining. So that said, please go check it out if it sounds at all interesting to you. And while you're checking things out, please go check out the rest of what the Alliance made this month. The Art Addicts Alliance comes together every month to draw these themed videos so that we can kind of send some traffic each other's way, and you can find some art YouTubers who maybe you weren't on your radar before. And that's a great thing, and hopefully you'll find something in one of those videos that you really enjoy. I know I am really impressed by some of the stuff that the other members of the Alliance are able to put out, so go check that out. And all of that said, here is the finished product. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Please share the video with a friend or several friends, and let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see me draw in a future video. Later, y'all!